Another dimension of Pretty Green that really stands out is your B Corp certification, because we talk to many agencies, some have B Corp, some don't. On the one hand, you're pursuing scale and growth and so on, but it's within this framework of governance and purpose that comes with the B Corp certification. How important is B Corp today for agencies and clients?
I mean, B Corp is a brilliant framework, I think, for every business on one level. I think you have to take a step back and say, whether it's B Corp or whether it's something else, we were a B Corp before we were a B Corp, is the way to think about it. So we were always about people. We were always about, you know, performance, and we were always about the planet. So, when I go back to, 2008, and the things that I wrote, I didn't write a business plan, right? I didn't write, this is the hockey stick of the business plan. This is what we're going to do. I didn't do that. I didn't do that for years, actually, which is a blessing and a curse in agency life. You can set up an agency tomorrow. You just need a laptop and you just need someone who's prepared to give you money. And then you're an agency. There's no barrier, no qualification. So it becomes about the values that you want to have as a person, as a business, the behaviors that you want, the principles and what you believe in. And I believe that, Pretty Green, it means three things. A Pretty Green is a £1 note, that was a proper legal tender, and it was called a Pretty Green. And it's agency life, client life is about money, right? Fundamentally, it's about demonstrating value and it's about demonstrating money. And I, didn't want to be called cash converter, but money is money is the root of all evil, but it's also the reason that, businesses exist fundamentally. The second thing was about, we all have to be smart and curious and be naive and smart enough to know that we're naive. So I believe that we're all pretty green. We don't know everything. We know like virtually nothing, but wanting to learn more and wanting to take your clients on that journey is really, really important. And the third thing was, and this has changed, but we need to be pretty green. We know the planet is in a bad way. And I used to say the planet's dying. And then someone said to me, no, it's not dying. We probably are going to die, but the planet will still be here in another 8 billion years. We just won't be. And those principles have always been there for us as a guiding light as to what we believe in: people, planet, and performance. And B Corp, I suppose, is a wrapper. And it's a wrapper that holds you accountable to someone else rather than just saying, hey, we're a good business. We're a great values business. Oh, we look after our staff. You don't have to be a B Corp to do that. You can run surveys. You can try and enter Sunday Times Best Place to Work that will give you a load of data. You can try and enter industry awards to do that. More and more clients are telling you have to do that. So we're now an EcoVadis Gold. And I think regardless of the framework that you want to adhere to, there is something about being held accountable by a third person rather than saying, oh, we're a really good employee. So we do independent staff surveys. We do client surveys. We want to know what we could be better at. And I think that's the difference between tokenism. Oh, look at us, we're a great business. Oh, we do this, versus, I know, we interrogate about whether or not we are a good business on those three metrics of people, planet, and performance.